everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing another speed build. This one is a special collaboration with the lovely Kim's Sims. Now, if you aren't aware who Kim is, she is a young Australian YouTuber who does a similar thing with speed builds in The Sims 4. She does suburban speed builds, she does townie makeovers, and also apartment speed builds. Now, Kim's been going, I think, for a few months now, and she has a really lovely selection of builds over on her channel. I first met Kim probably a few months ago and she'd left a comment on my channel, and since then she's obviously grown. She's been doing her own content and she's come up with some absolutely beautiful builds. Now, Kim had actually said that she doesn't really do mansions. She's not entirely sure on doing mansions, and they can be quite big and quite overfacing. So when we came to do this collaboration, Kim had said about doing modern builds. She didn't feel as confident with a modern build maybe as she does with the suburban builds, so she thought it was a good idea to just get it out there and do a modern mansion. Now, if for anyone who's been watching my channel for a while, you'll know that modern mansions aren't exactly my forte either, but I do give them the best shot that I can. I don't know what it is with them. I think that it's just like, I feel like they all look pretty similar. You know, they're just kind of structured differently, but I don't feel like you can really personalise them and add as much character maybe to a modern build as you can, you know, a different style of build. But either way, I do really love them, and I know there's a big want for them out there as well. There's a lot of people that really love these modern builds. So I have to say, I'm not the best modern builder out there, but I give it a good shot. So, especially for Kim as well, who wanted to have a go at doing a modern build, I thought, come on, you know, let's try and get it together and do our very best. So, I went for a 40 by 30 lot, which was up in Oasis Springs. Now, I don't normally build in Oasis Springs either, but I do think that modern builds look really lovely over there. So I took the opportunity to obviously go ahead and do a build there. It's on this 40 by 30 lot, and I think it's up in like the top left corner. Now, the structure and absolutely everything that you can see in this half of the collaboration comes to just less than 107,000 simoleons. There's no cap on, you know, how much money we're going to spend on this build, the same as there's no restrictions with packs or move objects or anything like that. We're just building quite freely and, you know, being quite as creative as we can be with what we've got. So I actually really like the size of this house, because I feel like even though it looks quite big from the outside, it's quite a nice size on the inside, and it's sort of a good sized playable house. I know when I come to play in The Sims, I like to play in smaller builds really, or builds that, like for instance the 100 baby challenge, when you've got lots of toddlers. It's quite nice to play in a house that's just on one level. So this one is, I'd say, a nice larger sized home that would be good for a nice modern family. So I did decide to use some quite earthy tones again. I think these kind of browny, neutrally kind of tones are popular with modern builds. I know I tried to build with a different colour palette on the last modern build I did, and in all honesty, hands up, I wasn't keen on it. I do really like these sort of browny colours. I just think they look so much better. Now, with regards to the structure, I was really happy with it, because this speed build, believe it or not, is one of the fastest speed builds I have ever done. I was actually, when I came to edit this and I looked at how long the video is, it's literally 13 minutes long. It was just brilliant. And when I say that, I mean, I literally put my headset on, I knew what I wanted to build. We were going to do a modern mansion, and I just went with it. Now, if you have watched my other modern builds, you'll know that it sometimes, you know, it's a little bit of a struggle. It takes me a bit of time to get the shape right. I mean, I don't like to put out any builds that I'm not 100% happy with, and yeah, normally it takes a little bit of chopping and changing around, but this one, I just put my headset on, I put some good music on, and I just went away with it. And before you know it, I built it, and I was like, wow, that was really quick. So I messaged Kim and I was like, I'm done with the collaboration. Let me know when you're next online. She was like, wow, that was quick. So I did actually build this one fairly quickly, and I'm quite happy with it as well, because it's sort of, it's quite plain, but quite, I don't know, it has like a little bit of a 70s vibe about it to me. I don't know whether it's because of the balcony at the front, what kind of gives it that vibe, but yeah, I really like it. It's a really nice sized home. So when we came to decide what we were going to do for the collaboration, Kim had said, I believe you're not a massive fan of doing interiors, but I absolutely love doing them. So it was decided, obviously, I was going to build the exterior and Kim was going to go ahead and do the interior. So I'm really looking forward to see what she does with the inside of this. Luckily, the floor plan isn't too complex, actually. Sometimes with my modern builds, they kind of, because I build such odd shapes, when I come to do the inside, it's like, this is a bit of a strange shape, but this one isn't too bad. It's quite boxy, which should be a bit more straightforward to sort out the floor plan and everything, so I really can't wait to see what she does with it, because I haven't seen it as yet, so I'm excited. Now, with every single sort of modern build I do, I never really include any of the kids stuff, just because I probably focus a little bit more on the style of, the build, and less on what you would, include if you had a family. So it may be that if you downloaded this game, you'd want to add in, some sort of play swings, or we don't even have play swings, what I'm talking about. Add in some sort of climbing frames and toddler type items. That's entirely up to you, but for me, just for building purposes, I tend to just keep with the style and keep it kind of, it's quite grown up, really. I mean, I've added, for this back garden area, I've added in a pool with obviously they're yoga mats, but we like to pretend that they're sun lounges, or like towels that you would lie around on around the pool. And then I've included this kind of like bar area and seating area around the side. So it's all really quite grown up. But yeah, the thing with builds is, when you download them from the gallery, you do end up customizing them yourself anyway, depending upon the family that you play in. And the good thing with this build is there's so much room to be able to chop and change things about. So if you wanted to add in any kind of family friendly stuff and toddler type stuff, etc., then, you're free to do so. It has been really nice to do this collaboration, actually, because Kim had said, I really enjoy doing collaborations because it's a good way to be able to learn something from, a fellow builder, and I totally agree. I think it's really nice to be able to work with other people and just to see how they do things and how they build and the ideas that they come up with. I always think that's the most fascinating thing for me, because I love watching other people, to see how they interpret things can't even speak, into their own creative world. And yeah, it's amazing. No two builders are the same, and exactly the same for me and Kim. We're both called Kim. We share a name. We both do Sims 4 speed builds, but as far as creativity goes, we're entirely different. Kim's got some really, really lovely builds up on her channel. And, I'm fully encouraged to go over there and check them out, because I think she's only been going for a few months, but she's rapidly building up just a nice little community over there. And she's also an absolute pleasure to listen to as well. So it's been a crazy, mad few weeks for me over on my channel, and welcome to every new subscriber. I am so over the moon. The subscribers have just been going crazy, and I was doing my editing for my Q&A thank you video for 1,000 subscribers, and I was thinking I need to put this up quickly because I'm rapidly growing, and honestly I'm so ecstatic, it's unbelievable. So welcome to everybody that's new. If you're new over from Kim's channel as well, Obviously, my name's Kim. I live in England and I've got 4 children, and I've been doing all sorts of crazy speed builds for the last 6 months and absolutely burning myself out, if anything. I decided to start the channel when my daughter was just 9 weeks old, and I've literally sort of built these through sleep deprived eyes. So speaking about that, I have got this project coming up with Exim Sugar, aka Laura. I'm going to be working really hard on that and putting the odd speed building around that as well. I'm looking to take a little bit of downtime, a little bit of a breather before Cats and Dogs comes out, because I'm so excited for that. But I hope you enjoyed this speed build. Don't forget to go and check out Kim's channel. I'll leave all her links down below. Give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this, and don't forget to sub. Take care. Bye.